Good morning, everyone. I am Ritesh Bhagat, and I am here to present before you one of my third year projects. It's called AI Artist, and what I'll be using to build this AI Artist is VQGAN as well as the clip architecture. This is basically made because I personally have a little bit of interest in art, as well as nowadays the generative art platform has really been booming. And let's go on with the project. The main concepts that we have used is VQGAN, which is Vector Quantized Generative Adversarial Networks. It's a type of GAN which we will be going forward with, and CLIP is contrastive language image pre-training. It is using the Torch library of Python. Next, we have these are the types of artworks which can be generated using the technology that we are using, and this entire technology has generally shifted the paradigm towards more towards the algorithmic side of the art, because these algorithms basically take a certain parameters and then convert those parameters or those vectors into artwork, and that is what procedural stands for. Because every time if there's a minute change in the mathematics, if there's a minute change in the in the parameters that we are providing, then the entire artwork that is created becomes new. So the generative artworks thus are unique in every sense. So let's go forward. So what is a GAN basically? GAN is basically a system where there are two neural networks, and they are fitted against each other, and they generally is used to synthesize images or data which basically have some kind of visual effects and stuff. So GANs are basically popular in such deepfake videos, as well as like uh, like replacing someone's face, or tracking all these facial algorithms, generating new faces, generating new artworks, generating new imagery, etc. Now let's go forward. So, what is CLIP? CLIP is basically a neural network. It is a neural network which is consisting of a set of neutrons, and these neutrons are basically what they are doing is they are converting a set of text, and they are taking that text and making it understandable as to what the text is actually meaning. They are actually getting the context of the entire text. As if someone says a tower of illusion, I would refer to that in the future slides. But if someone says tower of illusion, so what does tower of illusion actually means, what it is actually pointing to, what context it is being spoken into, and all these things are being taken care of by Clip. Now, the next thing is how VQGAN, the GAN type that we are using, and how Clip is actually joined together. First of all, let's see when they were built up. So it was basically published by OpenAI. It's an open source open source community of building AI structures. It has other neural networks as well, which are really damn strong. These are basically working on transformers, etc. They were made in January 2021, and we basically we have been worked for a lot of time on how we have given a lot of time on understanding how these two can be collaborated together, and we actually found a very good resource. We'll go forward and see that the resource like Catherine Crownson was the first person who actually developed how they can be combined, and we took a lot of reference from her. So big shout out to her as well. So how are they actually combining with each other? Basically, clip is a neural network which is guiding VQGAN to create a new image. Whenever we are giving a text input, the clip is actually finding out how and what the text is actually meaning, and then that text is being sent in a parametric form to VQGAN, and then that parameters is then converted into some kind of images, step by step, by understanding what each parameter is representing, etc. So this is a description of what VQGAN as well as CLIP is. VQGAN is a type of neural network architecture. It gives the full form vector quantized generative adversarial network. It was first proposed in the paper Taming Transformers by University Heidelberg, and it combines convolutional neural networks (CNNs) along with transformers to get something which is out of this world, which is really unique every time. And it also really it's really great in converting in super resoluting converting images, for example, converting a low resolution images into super resolution and such. Next is Clip. It is basically, it was trained in a set of captions, and it basically finds out which captions fits the image. And it's also using transformers, but the same thing is, it is open source. You can go and check out in the GitHub repository. I have given the GitHub repository link as well. And what I have done is we have combined both of these together, Clip as well as VQGAN. And as I mentioned, Clip guiding VQGAN in a certain direction to make these extraordinary images. Now, yeah, this is what we were trying to do. Like all GANs, VQGAN is taking in a noise vector, a parameter vector, and it gives out a realistic image. Now, Clip, it is basically taking an image and outputs the image features, as well as it takes the text and outputs the text features. So we are giving the text, and we are getting the text features as to what the text is actually meaning, and then we are feeding into VQGAN. Sorry for that. Similarity between image and text can be represented by cosine similarity of the learned feature vectors. These are some mathematical ways of how we have actually done it. This is how we are explaining Clip. We are mentioning Clip to be a steering wheel which is guiding VQGAN, and which is a guide to search through VQGAN's latent space to find image that match a text prompt very well according to the Clip. Okay, now next is what is our training data. VQGAN as well as Clip, since we have two kind of architecture here. So VQGAN was trained basically on COCOMO models as well as ImageNet models. So COCO models are basically a set of images which has certain objects in it, and then those objects are being taken into consideration, whereas Clip has been trained on some unknown data source. It hasn't been launched yet, but it's a random internet material, as well as it understands the internet well as well. So this is like some of the artworks. We will be showing some of the artworks here. We have the code as well. We will be going in the code when we will be showing the live presentation. Since this is the recording, we'll be going just forward with the artworks. So this is the first artworks. As I mentioned, Tower of Illusion. We mentioned Tower of Illusion, and then it gets converted into this kind of architecture. As you see the video is actually a set of images. Each and every step when the GAN is creating an image, it is getting logged into a video, and then we actually build that all these images together and build up a video. So trust me, this entire artwork has been created just by the AI that we have built. So this is the first artwork that we would like to present. Now let's go to the next artwork. This is called Queen of the World. So it basically, you can see that it understands how, what does queen means, what does world means, because here you can see some crown references, here you can see some world references, as well as we have some female female references here as well. So it really understands the context of each and every text that we are using. The next word is, it's I would like to say that there are certain points that we are missing, because it's not very well versed in displaying portraits. But if you consider it to be a modern art, this is still a very big thing, because in modern art, portraits can be made in such a way. Now let's go next. We have The Girl of My Dreams. This was quite questionable, because the artwork that did not actually turn out to be the way we want, because it somehow wanted to bridge the line between reality as well as dream, but it could not. We have a little bit of mixed images, but somehow it still created something really good. Yeah, this was a very accurate painting that was made by the AI. We mentioned modern mansion, and it actually did give us one really good looking mansion which someone would like to live in, with some pools and some glass windows and some doors and stuff. So it really looks good when we see it this way, right? Now let's go on to the next. Now these two, this one and the next one, will be the last paintings that we'll be showing, and these are really great because as you would see, future of the world, we have some futuristic tech, we have some neon lights, we have a lot of world references, holograms here. We will see a lot of pathways. We can see some alien looking humanoid creatures there. So it somehow understands what the future of the world means, and somehow it can make some kind of artwork which is close to reality. But the next artwork that you guys would be seeing is really great, because that really bridges the line between reality and as well as painting. The next artwork is Indian festival. It started with a very a very fair image, but now when constructs it constructs the entire image into something really unbelievable. It looks really realistic, and this was so far the best outcome of the execution of the entire program. So I wanted to show you guys this as well. Now, this is the kind of output that the entire program can actually give. um, we will be really astonished to know that there have been some really great discoveries on using this kind of program in some advanced features as well. We have just made it in such manner. We have some other references, for example, Art Breeder as well as other GANs as well. But we are planning to make something similar to Art Breeder in the upcoming months. So let's see you then, and thanks a lot for giving your time, and see you in the next one.